Sky is so high, if you don't know how to fly, Aimfill is here to make you fly. Sky is so high, if you don't know how to fly, Aimfill is here to make you fly. Here we go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
How are you guys doing today?
Good, ma'am. And you?
Good. Thank you. Could you please switch on your camera, one? Okay, great. Everybody's there? Yeah, 19 of us are here, so let me see. All right. So okay, guys. So sorry, I have a very bad throat. Okay. So, anybody has any questions regarding yesterday's session?
No, ma'am.
Any questions you guys want to ask me? Anything? Yeah, one more thing I want to ask you guys. Did you get, any one of you get the information regarding you supposed to do the presentation again? Have you got any mail, any message, anything? Okay, no problem. All right. So as we decided yesterday that the new students who just joined the class, they want to see the video on hijacking. So I searched this. Actually, I wanted to show you guys the video. This is regarding the Air France airline and the hijack happened in the Air France. So actually somehow I got this. I was searching for this video and I got this one. So I'll show you this one today. And I just want to see the new students are here or not. Right. Okay, so we will not waste any more time. I will start the video. I will show you the video, and by the time you guys just switch on your cameras, do not switch off your cameras, because as I said, I need to take the grooming check today as well. So switch on your cameras, be on the cameras, and just watch this video. And if you have any questions, you can ask me, or you can write it down in the chat box. Can you guys see the screen? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Marseille, 26th of December 1994. 4 hijackers armed with machine guns, explosives and grenades hold captive 173 terrified hostages. Concealed around the airport perimeter, an elite team of special forces stands by to storm the plane. The hijackers' final ultimatum is just minutes from reaching its deadline. If their demands are not met, their deadly arsenal is enough to blow up the plane and kill everyone on board. As the siege nears the end of its final hour, One of the most savage and remarkable rescue operations in hijack history is about to unfold. Air France Flight 8969 had first been hijacked at Algiers airport in North Africa. After a two-day standoff, it was allowed to fly to Marseille on the south coast of France. Here, the ordeal of 171 passengers and crew on board is nearing its 54th hour. Their lives depend on a deadly battle of nerves being played out by four key characters. The leader of the hijackers is 25-year-old Algerian Abdullah Yaiha, an ex-greengrocer and petty criminal. Yaiha is a member of an Algerian armed Islamic group called GIA. Pitted against him is the 35-year-old highly trained French Special Forces commander, Major Favier. This is the first large-scale rescue operation he has directed. He has concealed his troops, drawn from the Gendarmerie Special Forces team, the GIGN, in the undergrowth surrounding the plane. He and they now await their greatest ever challenge. Caught in the middle of this face-off are two other men. Negotiator Alain Gaillard, Marseille's prefect of police, will be the only man to talk direct to the hijackers from the tower. And under the barrel of Yahiha's gun, in a plane's cockpit, is Captain Bernard Delem, age 51, one of Air France's most experienced pilots. He must now relay the hijackers' demands.
Bon, l'ultimatum, c'est qu'on a jusqu'à 17 heures. Il va falloir repartir avec le plein de carburant.
On va organiser le carburant, mais il nous faut un peu plus de temps.
Soyez patient.
The hijackers' immediate ultimatum is for water and fuel to enable them to fly on to Paris, where they want to hold a press conference to broadcast their demands to the world. If their 1700 hours deadline is not met, the consequences could be disastrous.
Ils nous ont fait perdre trop de temps. Mais ils croient nous sommes stupides. Bon, on met en route, on s'en va.
Vous voulez aller où?
Je vais te dire.
The co-pilot on board Air France Flight 8969 is Jean-Paul Borderie. As the 1700 deadline nears, he senses the hijackers' mood change.
Ils avaient été patients, enfin, ils n'ont pas de patience à ce moment-là, et donc ils ont décidé que les affaires s'engageaient mal, où ils n'étaient pas bien écoutés, pas bien entendus, et donc ils ont décidé de bouger l'avion. Je pensais que les choses s'envenimaient sérieusement et que ça allait pas bien tourner.
Tireur numéro 1, commandant d'unité. L'appareil vient de démarrer ses moteurs.
The GIGN forces surrounding the plane watch helplessly as it moves away from them across the airfield.
Tireur numéro 1, commandant d'unité. L'appareil se déplace sur la piste.
L'avion se déplace.
The passengers and even the two hijackers at the rear of the plane are jolted by the sudden movement. Veteran flight attendant Claude Bergniard calms the passengers.
Alors, le déplacement de l'avion, c'est un moment qui est potentiellement dangereux pour tout. Donc, n'étant pas à l'aise, ils ont peur et ils le voient, et donc la tension est grandissante. En plus, la situation nous échappe, nous, passagers et équipage, on ne sait pas ce qui se passe. Donc, effectivement, tout le monde sans paniquer, est très très tendu et a peur. Donc, c'est un moment très très difficile.
In the control tower, Alain Gaillard and Major Favier try to guess the hijacker's next move.
Ce
C'est un mouvement qui peut paraître anodin, mais qui, pour nous, pose de grandes difficultés.
Oui, c'est Fabier. On doit tout recommencer à zéro.
Major Favier orders his special forces to find new cover.
Tireur numéro 1, commandant d'unité. L'appareil se dirige sur la piste ouest A32.
Continue. Je vais te dire quand arrêter, ralentis pas.
The plane leaves the runway and heads for the airport terminal. The time is 16:20. No one knows what will happen next. But during the coming hour, the passengers and crew, the hijackers, and the GIGN forces will be caught in a brutal series of events that will mark them all forever. (1621). The pilots of Air France Flight 8969, with 171 passengers and crew on board, move their aircraft on the hijackers' orders.
Continue. Exact. Ouais, c'est ça.
Mais qu'est-ce qu'ils font?
The unexpected action catches the lead negotiator and the commander of the French Special Forces by surprise.
Tireur numéro 1, commandant d'unité. L'appareil se dirige sur la piste nord dans la direction de la tour de contrôle.
Ils viennent directement sur nous.
L'avion se trouve maintenant à 100 mètres, 90 mètres.
Tout va bien se passer. Qu'est-ce qu'ils font? Ils vont se foncer dans la regard. Je connais le capitaine.
Ok, arrête là. On va voir s'ils nous écoutent maintenant.
The hijacked plane parks near the air traffic control tower.
L'avion est arrêté. Je répète, l'avion est à l'arrêt maintenant.
It's 53 hours since the hijack began in Algiers.
Bonjour madame, police présidentielle, on vérifie.
4 men dressed as uniformed security officials boarded the plane to inspect passports. Initially, it seemed a standard procedure. On board Flight 8969, 21-year-old Yasmina, who holds both French and Algerian passports, is traveling to Paris to visit her sister.
Papier, passeport.
Ils avaient commencé à vérifier les passeports, donc il vient à moi, ils demandent les papiers.
Vous êtes française?
Bien oui. Ou non, ça dépend.
Ben, je dis, oui, non, ça dépend. Bon, il me dit, c'est quoi votre nom?
Quoi votre nom?
C'est écrit dessus.
Je sais pas lire.
Regarde, il dit, je sais pas lire.
Votre prénom?
Yasmina.
Votre
Il a le passeport dans la main et il fait ça. Donc là, j'ai un peu eu peur et je lui dis Yasmina.
The sudden flash of anger is the first sign that all is not as it seems.
محتاجين نصلي؟
An off-duty Algerian policeman, believing the security officials to be genuine, offers to help with the passport check. Suddenly, the truth of what is happening becomes clear in a horrific way. The hijackers take the policeman to the front of the plane. With a single shot, they murder him. The security officials are hijackers who now take over the plane.
ناي المجاهدين ديال الجزائر ربي اختارنا باش نموتوا واختاركم باش تموتوا معانا وربي ان شاء الله راح يوفقنا.
They are members of the Islamist group, the GIA, a radical offshoot of the Islamic opposition in Algeria. In parliamentary elections held 2 years before, the Islamic Salvation Front had won a clear majority. But the Algerian army seized power, robbing the party of certain victory. The public protests turned violent, and the radical GIA group launched armed attacks against the military regime. The brutal civil war killed thousands of innocent civilians. The GIA also targeted foreigners living in Algeria. Air France Flight 8969 is now in the hands of 4 dangerous and committed GIA hijackers.
Lève-toi! Yalla, yalla!
The standoff in Algiers lasts more than 35 hours. The hijackers execute 2 more passengers. Against the unfolding horror, the Algerian authorities give in to their demand for the plane to take off for France. Back in Marseille, just half an hour until the hijackers' ultimatum runs out.
Commandant, est-ce que vous me recevez?
It's 10 minutes since the plane stopped by the control tower.
Commandant.
There has been radio silence from the Air France cockpit.
Réponds pas. Fais attendre.
Car en plus, à ces moments de paroxysme, les terroristes refusaient de parler. Et moi, je me faisais violence et je continuais à parler. Et c'est là qu'on sentait la tension et on était effectivement sur quelques instants comme ça dans la journée, on a été très inquiets.
In the cabin, where the hijackers control the passengers' every move, Yasmina has her own strategy for survival.
J'ai jamais rien demandé, j'ai jamais posé de questions. C'est vrai qu'il y avait beaucoup de gens qui demandaient quand est-ce qu'on va manger, est-ce qu'on peut aller aux toilettes, est-ce que... Moi, j'ai pas voulu, je me suis retirée, je me suis mise de côté et j'ai attendu que ça se passe.
Major Favier's Special Forces scrambled to secure new vantage points to monitor the Air France jet.
Commandant de l'unité à groupe d'intervention. Équipe tireur, quand vous serez réarticulé sur le nouvel emplacement, veuillez me le signaler.
They need a position where they can see, but not be seen by the hijackers. Finally, they find a perfect hidden observation point on the roof of the terminal.
Je me souviens, le capitaine, un peu avant, comme on sentait, nous on les connaissait bien, on sentait que ça prenait quand même une mauvaise tournure, que la tension montait, qu'ils étaient capables encore d'exécuter quelqu'un, parce que, bon, ils l'avaient montré.
Negotiator Alain Gaillin calls the captain continuously.
Commandant, est-ce que vous me recevez?
Et puis j'ai essayé de continuer à parler, alors qu'eux-mêmes ne parlaient pratiquement plus. Donc j'essayais de tenir encore. Mais on sentait bien que c'était un signal, cette venue directement devant la tour de contrôle. Il y avait là quelque chose qui sans doute voulait dire on va en finir.
Commandant de préfet adjoint, est-ce que vous me recevez?
Commandant, est-ce que vous pouvez me répondre?
With still no word from the cockpit, Gaillin's fears are hardening.
Et pour être tout à fait honnête, j'étais avec d'autres totalement persuadé que j'allais voir la porte avant droite s'ouvrir et avant gauche s'ouvrir et entendre un coup de feu et voir le corps d'un passager tomber.
Now, with less than 20 minutes to go to the deadline, Major Favier's snipers once more have the plane under tight surveillance.
Commandant, est-ce que vous me recevez?
1700 hours is approaching with frightening speed. And Major Favier has hard evidence that the passengers and crew are in mortal danger. Earlier in the day, the hijackers released some elderly hostages. They gave Favier the chilling news the hijackers had placed explosives in different sections of the cabin.
C'est une bombe très puissante!
Il venait souvent nous voir et il parlait beaucoup avec des femmes qui étaient là, qui posaient des questions, qui leur demandaient plein de choses sur ce qu'ils faisaient dans la vie, pourquoi ils faisaient ça, qu'est-ce qu'ils avaient l'intention de faire, pourquoi tu fais ça, t'as des enfants. Ils nous avaient montré des photos avec leurs maisons, leurs enfants. Ils avaient des maisons de 4 étages, ils avaient une famille de 4 enfants. Puis là, ils nous ont expliqué, en gros, la fin, ce qu'ils voulaient vraiment faire. Qui voulait faire exploser l'avion sur la Tour Eiffel.
With explosives on board, negotiator Alain Guéhin and Commander Favier have no intention of refueling the hijacked plane or letting it fly on to Paris. Once again, Guéhin tries to engage the hijackers in dialogue, talking about finding a solution to the fuel problem. Guéhin continues to bluff the hijackers, but he knows he cannot stall forever.
Pour le carburant, il n'était pas question que nous procédions. Et donc, là, les choses étaient évidemment plus compliquées parce que je n'avais plus grand-chose à inventer sur l'impossibilité de livrer du carburant.
As the deadline approaches, the frustration of Yahia and the other hijackers mounts.
Ben, ça s'enchaînait très vite, d'un seul coup. Ça démarrait, c'était bon, la tension montait, parce que, si vous voulez, vous voyez bien qu'ils n'obtenaient pas gain de cause sur rien.
The captain of the plane is at last allowed to break the 30-minute radio silence.
Bon, on vient de m'autoriser à vous parler pour vous dire qu'il n'y aura aucun dialogue. On attend de l'eau potable et du kérosène pour aller jusqu'à Paris. Et l'ultimatum est à 17h.
Oui, commandant. Moi, je suis prêt à livrer de l'eau potable.
Mais je voudrais quand même une explication sur le motif de la manœuvre.
Captain Delem's patience is at an end.
J'aurais besoin d'une explication.
Il n'y a pas d'explication. Cette affaire dure depuis ce matin. Vous avez fait monter la pression, maintenant vous avez gagné. On en est là.
Oui, commandant, de préfet adjoint. Message bien reçu.
The 171 hostages wait, fearful that any moment might be their last. 8 minutes to go. There's no sign of rescue. After more than 53 hours in the plane, Yasmina prepares for her death.
Et je repensais à plein de choses. Je vous ai dit que j'avais écrit une lettre à mes parents, que j'avais fermé, j'avais enroulé de scotch, que j'avais caché sous un siège. Je me suis dit au cas où qu'on puisse la retrouver.
Un instant. Un instant. Attendez, je vous prie.
The negotiators try to win a little more time by delivering drinking water to the plane.
C'est bon. Envoyez le camion de ravitaillement d'eau potable. Envoyez l'eau potable maintenant.
Vous allez voir, commandant. Ce n'est pas de la rigolade.
The hijackers move to the doors to watch the water being delivered. Tension mounts as the 1700 hours deadline looms closer.
On attend une réponse. On a besoin de carburant pour aller à Paris. Il n'y a que ça qui compte pour eux. Ils nous ont juré sur Allah qu'une fois à Paris, tout le monde sera libéré.
Le capitaine avait réussi à avoir des liaisons avec la personne à la tour. Et il dit, vous savez, ils sont très déterminés, et ils vont faire quelque chose et ça va mal se passer, voilà.
dans leurs propos, on a quelques éléments de négociation qui sont très, très parlants, où ils se déterminent comme soldats de Dieu. Alors, ils sont aussi très aguerris, ils tirent et ils tirent pour tuer. Ils sont aussi porteurs de grenades, ça ce sont des signes qui montrent qu'on est face à des gens déterminés quand même.
The French and international press stand by, their cameras poised.
Dites-leur qu'il nous reste plus de temps.
Bon, j'ai un message à vous transmettre. Il ne reste plus que 7 minutes. Je pense que vous savez lire l'heure aussi bien que nous. J'espère que tout le monde est prêt. Vous êtes à vos caméras?
Oui, commandant. Message bien reçu.
Major Favier orders his men to take up action positions, ready to attack.
Commandant de l'unité à groupe d'intervention. Échéance de l'ultimatum dans 7 minutes. Tenez-vous prêt à vous engager sur plan d'urgence.
In the cockpit, the hijackers reinforce the threat.
Bon, j'ai un message à vous transmettre. C'était que l'eau potable est terminée. Si dans les 5 minutes on ne voit pas approcher les camions de carburant auprès de l'avion, il va y avoir une action.
The commandos stand by to storm the plane. At one point, a hijacker begins to recite the verses of death from the Quran. Flight attendant Claude Bergniard is deeply moved.
C'était lancinant. Bon, c'est toujours très, enfin, je trouve ça très beau. Hein, il y a une belle musique et tout. Mais quand les passagers nous ont dit que c'était les versets de la prière des morts, j'ai trouvé ça beaucoup moins beau et assez effrayant, effectivement. Donc la mort était toujours présente, même si j'espérais l'oublier.
Throughout the day, Commander Favier and his special forces plan their attack. They know that success or failure will be measured in lives saved or lost. Favier plans a simultaneous attack at the rear and front of the plane. He would have preferred to wait for nightfall and launch the operation under the cover of darkness, but there may now be no choice. 3 teams of commandos will approach the plane using air stairs. 2 units will attack through the rear doors of the aircraft and neutralize any hijackers at the back. Once inside, they will deploy the emergency chutes and evacuate the hostages. The 3rd unit will enter through the front of the aircraft and confront the remaining hijackers in the cockpit.
Ok, revoyons le plan d'attaque. 2 équipes s'introduiront par...
Major Favier runs through the details once more.
L'équipe de file, vous entrerez par la porte de droite.
Et donc l'idée, c'est de rentrer avec une équipe un peu musclée par la porte avant droite pour séparer le cockpit du reste de l'avion. Porte arrière droite et arrière gauche. Il s'agit pour ces gendarmes qui vont rentrer par l'arrière de l'avion d'aller devant pour appuyer l'élément de tête, mais également permettre l'évacuation de tous les otages. Donc c'est leur mission. Donc c'est un schéma qui est assez simple dans la conception, mais qui est très dur à mettre.
The initial role of the GIGN snipers on the roof is to track the movements of the hijackers inside the plane. They report that 2 are at the back. 1 has put on an Air France uniform. The other 2, one of them Yahia, are in the cockpit.
J'étais d'accord avec le capitaine, nous, si vous voulez, on sentait la tension monter depuis qu'on avait déplacé l'avion. On les sentait, ils faisaient des choses, ils savaient pas exactement quoi faire pour se faire entendre, pour faire pression, et on voyait le moment où ils allaient encore exécuter quelqu'un. Ça, c'était fortement dans les programmes, dans les projets.
The deadline passes. Guéhin and Favier wait. Nothing. Just silence. For an instant, they can breathe a sigh of relief. Have they called the hijackers bluff? Or is this just a momentary pause? Either way, they know they must prepare for action. Yahia and the hijackers consider killing another hostage. They decide against it. It's now 8 minutes since the deadline expired. Yahia's patience snaps. Co-pilot Jean-Paul Baudery is told to get out of the way.
Donne-moi ta place. Assieds-toi. بعتت فين ثمن غالي 3 دقائق أخرى إن شاء الله وتشوفوا.
Major Favier knows his options have run out.
Notre action, elle visait bien sûr à négocier au plus loin jusqu'à ce qu'un acte grave soit commis. L'acte grave, c'est la mort d'un otage, ou alors le tir appliqué sur la tour de contrôle. Eh bien, à 17h08, nous sommes dans cette logique-là.
J'arrive.
After 2.5 days of captivity, the danger for the 171 hostages has never been greater. At any time, the hijackers could spray the defenseless passengers with deadly machine gun fire. But if the GIGN attack and there is a gunfight in the cabin, many could also die in the crossfire. The hostages can only wait and pray as the minutes tick by. In the cockpit, the captain and the co-pilot wait for the hijackers' next move. But their leader, Yahia, seems undecided. As the flight crew brace themselves for the inevitable showdown, the co-pilot has another fear.
Maintenant, ce qu'il leur restait à faire, c'était une exécution, par exemple, puisqu'ils avaient tiré sur la tour, tiré sur les avions, ça. Après, le stade au-dessus, c'est faire quelque chose, tu vois. Alors moi, je leur ai posé, on va faire quelque chose, justement, ils étaient dans le poste, et je leur ai dit, mais qu'est-ce que vous allez faire? Vous voulez faire exploser l'avion? Parce que je leur ai posé la question, quand même. Et ils m'ont dit, non, 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 on fait pas exploser l'avion.
Pas exploser l'avion.
Since the plane touched down on French soil 14 hours earlier, the GIGN have been on high alert.
Je quitte le poste de commandement et chacun comprend bien en me voyant arriver que nous allons y aller cette fois.
On y va.
The commandos wish each other luck. Each man realizes the mission they're about to launch could be their last. Just 2 minutes after the hijackers opened fire on the tower, Colonel Favier launches the assault. 171 lives hang by a thread. "30 men from the GIGN, France's elite counter-terrorist unit, storm Air France Flight 8969, hijacked with 171 passengers and crew on board. 3 teams of commandos race for the doors at the front and the rear of the aircraft. As the GIGN approach their target, the hijackers spot Favier and his men. One of the hijackers races to the rear doors of the aircraft and starts firing at the approaching commandos.
On entend plusieurs impacts de Kalachnikov. Donc sur la passerelle métallique, ça fait ting, ting, ting. Et là, on se regarde, on dit, on n'est pas encore dedans, que déjà ça va, que déjà ça tire. Donc là, là c'est la concentration au maximum, quoi. On se dit, là effectivement, ça va être très sensible, ça va être très très chaud comme situation.
As the commandos close in on the plane, the rescue attempt is broadcast live on French television.
C'est plus dur pour mes parents. Moi, c'est vrai qu'avec du recul, je pensais à mes parents, je pensais à moi, mais j'ai jamais, je me suis même pas douté qu'ils voyaient ça à la télé.
Lorsque j'ai vu arriver le GIGN, ça a été une véritable surprise, quelque chose que je redoutais depuis longtemps. Et quand ça s'est passé, je ne m'y attendais absolument pas à ce moment-là.
The lead commando shoots one hijacker and kills Yahia before he himself falls wounded. The two surviving hijackers spray bullets through the galley's thin walls. The GIGN commandos fire cautiously to avoid injuring the Air France crew trapped in the cockpit. As Favier moves into his command position several rows from the cockpit, more of his men are shot and fall wounded. Co-pilot Jean-Paul Baudery is trapped alongside the hijackers in the cockpit.
Je me suis retourné, les deux autres étaient bien vivants, et là, si vous voulez, la partie surprise de l'attaque était finie. Hein, et on a commencé un peu la guerre de tranchées, quoi.
At the rear of the aircraft, the GIGN breach the doors. Commando J is one of the first to enter.
Donc là aussi, là on rentre. C'est une semi-pénombre parce que les hublots sont fermés pour la plupart, donc il fait sombre. Et là on hurle. Là on hurle à l'intérieur. Gendarmerie, tout le monde sur la tête, allongez-vous. Gendarmerie, tout le monde les mains sur la tête, allongez-vous.
Their mission is to evacuate the terrified passengers as quickly as possible. Commando J is clearing passengers out when he's confronted by a man who refuses to move.
J'avance d'une dizaine de mètres et là je vois un passager, quoi. Mais le type il est figé. Donc je lui mets mon laser rouge sur la tête et je lui dis allongez les mains sur la tête, allongez les mains sur la tête. Je vois pas ses mains et je me dis il va me balancer une grenade. Il va me balancer une grenade ou il va me tirer dessus, il va me sortir une arme. Il vient se bousculer contre la carlingue de l'avion, il tombe, je le regarde, je vois qu'il n'y a pas d'arme et je continue. Je pense que le moindre geste au niveau de ses mains, je lui en aurais mis une. Il n'a rien fait, il a été tétanisé par la peur et je pense que ça l'a sauvé.
Gendarmerie, tout le monde en bas, les mains sur la tête, les mains sur la tête. Couchez-vous, gendarmerie nationale, tout le monde à terre.
Major Favier's forward team is pinned down by gunfire. It's a difficult moment.
Le tir dans un espace très réduit, c'est difficilement supportable, même si on est entraîné. C'est ensuite les cris des otages qui sentent qu'on va vers une opération. Et ça, ce ne sont pas les cris, ce sont des hurlements. C'est ensuite les premiers blessés qui sont devant vous et qui tombent, et qui sont touchés aux bras, aux jambes, qui tombent par terre, qui ne peuvent plus bouger, et qui râlent, et qui hurlent. Et ça, ce sont aussi des situations très choquantes.
The hijackers are well armed with AK-47 Kalashnikovs, pistols and submachine guns. They surprise the GIGN by lobbing deadly fragmentation grenades into the forward galley. As the firefight intensifies, the 2 remaining hijackers in the cockpit are holding their own. In the forward cabin, 6 of Major Favier's leading commandos have been wounded by gunfire, grenade shrapnel, or both. The French Special Forces are pinned down, unable to rescue the pilot and his crew or their own wounded colleagues. Flight attendant Claude Bergeniard is trapped in the forward cabin.
Donc nous, on s'est couché par terre, et là, on est sous un bombardement. Avec des moments de crise et des moments de calme, avec les odeurs de poudre, de poussière de la moquette, avec une odeur âcre, les odeurs à graisse. Je pense que j'avais les yeux fermés, de toute façon je n'ai rien pu voir, puisque dès la première grenade de la centrale électrique de l'avion était détériorée, donc on n'avait plus d'éclairage à l'intérieur. Enfin bon, je ne sais pas si c'est ça, mais enfin, il y avait plus de lumière, c'est ça qui est important. Par contre, il y avait des grenades éclairantes, des grenades assourdissantes. Bon, c'est un enfer, et ça dure très longtemps. Puis des moments d'accalmie, des moments où il n'y a plus rien.
Fighting at such close quarters tests the mettle of Commando Philippe Bardelli.
J'ai des images très nettes de copeaux de bois qui sont déchiquetés par les munitions des terroristes. Il y a beaucoup de bruit puisqu'il y a des coups de fusil, de notre part, mais également, enfin les coups de fusil, les coups d'armes automatiques de nous, mais également des terroristes. Il y a le bruit bien particulier du Kalachnikov qui émet un son très particulier.
Pendant l'assaut, on se fait tout petit et on pense plus rien. On pense que pourvu qu'il n'y a rien qui vous touche. C'est l'enfer là-dedans, c'est l'enfer parce que les balles, là on les entend. On les entend, on entend les coups de feu, ça tire de partout. Bon, à chaque fois, on se demande si c'est pas vous qui allez être touché. C'est évident. Donc là, on subit complètement. On subit un stress pas possible parce que c'est très dangereux quoi, comme situation, évidemment.
As Favier and his unit battle the hijackers for the cockpit, the second wave of commandos at the rear of the plane take control of the passenger cabin. The evacuation of the passengers is in full swing.
J'étais en train de mettre mes bottes et je regardais à l'extérieur. Il y a un moment où j'entends ne bougez pas, on va vous sortir de là, n'ayez pas peur. Il y avait des balles qui passaient. On voyait, il faisait noir. On voyait juste la lumière au sol, verte, qui était verte. Et il y avait des balles qui passaient. En 5 secondes, j'étais dehors.
The hijackers throw open the cockpit door to fire hundreds of rounds from their machine guns. Snipers on the roof of the terminal wait for a chance to eliminate the remaining hijackers, but the co-pilot is in the line of fire. They must wait for a clean shot. The co-pilot weighs up his chances of escape.
Si je pars, ils vont me voir, ils vont me tirer dessus. Donc c'était un petit peu délicat quand même. Et puis, ma foi, j'ai quand même jugé que le moins mauvais, c'était quand même de partir. J'ai ouvert tout doucement la fenêtre pour qu'ils ne m'entendent pas. Alors, Dieu merci, ils étaient quand même occupés avec le GIGN qui les embêtait avec des tirs, un petit peu. Donc, ils faisaient pas trop attention à moi. On a une corde qui sert à descendre, donc... Normalement, j'aurais dû la prendre, mais j'ai pas eu le temps. La raison, c'est très simple, c'est qu'il y a quand même finalement un qui a fini par voir ce que je faisais. Et il s'est retourné, et j'ai eu de la chance parce que c'était celui qui était le plus contre la cloison de l'avion, contre la paroi. Et j'ai activé le mouvement, et voilà, pouf, je suis parti.
This is the real film of co-pilot Jean-Paul Baudery falling 7 meters to the tarmac below. He shatters his elbow and fractures his leg. Amazingly, he somehow manages to stumble to safety.
C'était le risque. Hein, bon, il m'aurait vu 2 secondes plus tôt, il me tirait dessus. Hein, ça, c'est sûr. Voilà.
The co-pilot's escape creates an opportunity for the sniper team.
Il libère un poste qui est un poste important. C'est le poste qui est entre lui, le copilote, le pilote et les tireurs d'élite. Donc là, il y a une place qui est disponible et qui nous permet d'appliquer des tirs qui sont des tirs importants.
Tireur numéro 2 à commandant d'unité. Je suis en mesure d'effectuer des tirs. J'aperçois les terroristes par alternance.
Le commandant de l'unité bien reçu. Appliquez des tirs d'initiative sur les terroristes que vous voyez.
The commander gives the order to shoot to kill. There is now only one hijacker left alive in the cockpit. Within 5 minutes, 169 people are safely evacuated from the aircraft. The GIGN assault teams from the passenger cabin push forward to reinforce their beleaguered colleagues in the front section of the cabin.
Quand les groupes arrière arrivent au niveau du cockpit, il y a eu des grenades qui ont été tirées, l'avion est plein de fumée, il y a toujours des cris à l'intérieur, il y a des lampes qui s'éclairent, des lampes torches qui éclairent dans tous les sens, il y a des visées laser. On pense que les otages sont libérés.
The rear teams provide vital reinforcements.
Allez, laissez-vous, il tire.
On ne peut pas bouger sans le soutien des gendarmes qui sont à l'arrière. L'élément déterminant est sans doute l'apport des gens qui sont arrivés par le couloir gauche.
The most critically injured GIGN are evacuated by their fellow commandos.
Allez, vite, vite. Continuez, allez-vous-en.
Je le pousse à l'extérieur, donc sur la porte avant droite. L'autre, il est évacué par un autre collègue. Mais tout ça, ça se fait d'initiative. Hein. Vous ne laissez pas un collègue blessé aux avant-postes, donc on les évacue. Mais ça va très vite. Ça va très très vite.
Trapped in the cockpit with the last hijacker are the captain and flight engineer. They're the only two hostages remaining in the plane. The GIGN toss stun grenades. A first attempt hits the side of the plane and explodes on the tarmac. A second grenade enters the cockpit window.
Allez, vite, vite.
But the youngest of the hijackers refuses to give in.
Sortez-le. Grenade.
Commando Bardelli takes cover.
Nous sommes à 3. On descend la passerelle, se réfugie à l'abri des éclats. La grenade explose donc au pied de la porte avant droite.
Commando Bardelli knows when he re-enters, the hijacker will be waiting for him.
Au moment où je remonte, je me protège, j'arrive à défilement de passerelle, je me protège en partie avec le haut de passerelle et je suis en position de tir puisque je sais forcément que les terroristes, l'un ou les terroristes peuvent être là. Et lorsque j'arrive en haut de passerelle, je vois nettement le bout de son canon, me tire dessus, je riposte et là je suis touché. Je sais que je suis touché à la main, je ne sais pas où, je suis touché à la main, mon arme m'est arrachée des mains et je bascule à l'arrière dans une gerbe d'étincelles. Je bascule à l'arrière et j'emmène avec moi mes deux camarades. Donc tout le long de passerelle, je descends toute la passerelle sur le dos.
The last hijacker is dead. But the battle for the cockpit has been so intense that it seems impossible for the flight crew to have survived.
Il manquait les membres d'équipage du poste de pilotage. Et là, vu la violence de l'action, j'étais persuadée qu'ils étaient morts. C'était une conviction.
The Air France plane hijacked in Marseille has been stormed by the French Special Forces. Over 1,000 rounds have been fired. The assault team cannot be sure the 4 hijackers in the cockpit are dead.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
From the control tower, negotiator Alain Gaillard calls Major Favier in the plane.
Allô, oui. Le commandant dit que les terroristes sont tous morts.
Quand le commandant de bord dit ils sont tous morts, il parle des 4 terroristes. Et là, je dis c'est un formidable soulagement. Mais n'oubliez pas qu'à ce moment-là, nous ne savons pas quel est le bilan du côté du GIGN.
Le commandant dit que les terroristes sont tous morts. Il dit qu'ils sont 12 Français. Le commandant de l'unité bien reçu. Halte-feu! Halte-feu!
Despite the message, Colonel Favier and the GIGN move cautiously to make sure it's not a trap set by a surviving hijacker.
Sortez du cockpit!
The captain of Air France Flight 8969 emerges from the cockpit.
Sortez du cockpit! Où sont les passagers? Où sont les passagers? Ils sont tous évacués.
Deafened by explosions and gunfire, the flight engineer is the last hostage to leave the cockpit.
Je suis sourd. J'entends rien.
L'opération est terminée. Les dommages sont limités.
At 17:35, 54 hours into the crisis, Colonel Favier calls up the control tower. All 171 hostages have been saved by the GIGN, but no one yet knows the casualty count amongst the rescuers. Almost a third of the 30 commandos who risked their lives are wounded, some severely. Amazingly, they all survive, including Commando Philippe Bardelli. He realizes, even today, how fortunate he is.
C'est mon arme qui m'a sauvé la vie. L'une des munitions est rentrée sous le canon. Elle a entièrement brisé l'arme et elle est ressortie au niveau de la détente, m'occasionnant la blessure que j'ai eue. Et finalement, c'est l'arme qui m'a sauvé la vie. C'est mon arme qui m'a sauvé la vie puisque ce genre de munition n'est pas arrêté par les visières par balles que l'on a sur nos casques. Donc ça, par contre, ça m'a travaillé longtemps. Pendant des semaines et des mois, j'ai longtemps pensé à la chance que j'avais eue ce jour-là.
4 GIA hijackers successfully drew world attention to the situation in Algeria, but the civil war raged on for another 9 years. 3 innocent passengers were murdered. The 171 hostages owe their lives to the GIGN.
Ce que je pense du GIGN, c'est qu'on leur doit beaucoup. On leur doit tout. On leur doit la vie. Les passagers, nous, les équipages, tout le monde leur doit la vie, bien sûr.
21-year-old Yasmina survived, but is still haunted by her experience.
Je l'ai vécu, j'étais au boulot quand on m'en a parlé. On m'a dit, oh, regarde, t'as vu ce qui s'est passé, regarde sur Internet. J'ai regardé et j'ai vu ce qu'on aurait pu vivre. Quand cet avion est rentré dans cet immeuble, j'ai repensé aussi à la lettre que j'avais écrite à mes parents et je me suis trouvée ridicule. En me disant, en espérant qu'ils allaient peut-être retrouver... Il n'y avait plus rien de l'avion. Donc il n'y aurait plus rien eu de nous, il n'y aurait plus rien eu de cette petite lettre que j'avais écrite, que j'avais cachée. J'ai énormément changé question caractère. Donc c'est vrai que ça a été dur. Ça a été dur parce que je me suis dit, nous on a une chance.
Hello, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. There was something wrong with the Wi-Fi. So, okay, I restarted. Now it's working. Okay, guys. So, is that clear to you? The video which we just saw. Yes. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you guys want to ask me? Any questions? No questions? No, ma'am. Okay, great. Any question regarding the previous sessions which we took regarding aviation management? Because I have to ask you questions as well, right? Okay, one thing I want to ask, why all of you has not make a presentation and send it to me? Rohit, where is your presentation? I can't hear you. You have sent it in the WhatsApp group. Put your mouthpiece a little closer to your mouth and speak. Yeah, it's a PPT file, but where it is? I have not received any.
I'm in the WhatsApp group. I have sent it, ma'am.
You're supposed to mail it.
But everyone is sending in the WhatsApp.
Don't send it in the WhatsApp group. Mail it to me, or to if you guys have. When did you send it in the WhatsApp group?
Ma'am, I have Tuesday. No. Let me check now.
Okay. Ankita is there? Ankita, are you there?
Ma'am, on 15th of December I have sent it.
On 15th you have sent it. I have not received it so far. Okay, I'll ask them.
Ma'am, just
okay, Ankita, Alina Jensen.
Mail ID, I will just send it to you.
Alina Jensen. Oh, that's okay, Rohit. I'll talk to the faculty about that. If you have sent it, I should receive it. Alina?
Yes, ma'am.
Where is your presentation?
I sent it to today morning.
You have sent it today morning?
Yes, ma'am.
We have been discussing it from last 3-4 days. Last week we gave it to the presentations only and you just sent it today. Why so late? May I know the reason?
I didn't save it in my mobile, ma'am. So I don't know where it is. So it's late to send it.
So you're supposed to inform us regarding the same, right? Aren't you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, where is Umrah?
Yes, ma'am.
Umrah, did you send the video?
Yes, ma'am.
When did?
Yes, ma'am.
When did you send the video?
Ma'am, 4 days left.
4 received. Anjali? Anjali is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Anjali, where is your presentation? Switch on your camera. When are you planning to send the video? I can't hear you.
Today it's send, ma'am.
Today you will send. Why you have not sent it so far? I need a reason because I don't have this time to ask you every day that when I will get your presentation. Why you have not sent it so far and switch on the camera? Anjali, I need an answer. I don't have the whole day for. I can't wait for you.
I don't.
Okay, fine. So I'm marking you absent today because you are not switching on the camera. Ankita, are you there? Avishna? Avishna, are you there? Alright. So those who have not sent the video and those who are saying they have sent the video, I'll discuss this with the faculty and I'll get back to you because I have not received your presentation so far. So I need to see those presentations and give you marks accordingly. So that's why I was asking you. Alright. So I'll talk to the faculty about that. There are 3-4 people which have not sent the videos. Anjali, I'm marking you absent for today and also 0 for your presentation. You are not switching on the camera and you have not sent the video as well. Alright? Okay, anyone else has any questions? Want to ask any question or any doubts you guys have? Who is Rashmi Raju? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Who is Ashmi Raju? Ashmi, could you please switch on your camera? Why you have not switched on the camera throughout the session?
I'm already on my camera.
I'm sorry? Why your camera was off? No, you just on when I asked you to switch it on. I really don't like pointing out each and every one of you and ask you to switch on the camera. I have made it very clear that every day whenever you are watching a video or doing anything, your camera should be on. Nobody will switch off the camera. Okay, Ashmi, have you made any video? Let me check. No. You have not sent the video for the announcements also, right? I asked the newcomers to make a video on the announcement and send it to me. Why you have not sent that? Don't look at me, answer me why you have not sent it. I need an answer.
Already sent it.
I'm sorry?
I will send it today.
I can't hear you. What did you just say?
Today I will send, ma'am.
Why you have not sent it so far? You knew, you were there in the class. All the newcomers, they have sent the announcements video. Why your video is still not there?
My link is good, ma'am, so...
I'm sorry? Yes, ma'am.
I am already sent my video.
Yeah, I have seen yours. Let me cross check. Yes, it's on turbulence, right? It was on turbulence, right?
Yes, yes.
I have seen yours. Okay, so those who have not sent me the video so far, they're supposed to send it by tomorrow, and after tomorrow I will not entertain any presentation, any video. I will mark it 0 for all those who have not sent it so far. And those who are not switching on the camera and switching it off again and again will mark absent for today. Is that clear to everyone? Because you are not kids, and I cannot ask you to switch on the camera every now and then. You are not kids. So those who are not on the cameras has been marked absent for today. Xavier, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you please switch on the camera?
Yes, my camera is on.
Yeah, now it's on. Okay, can you put your camera a little bit lower angle so that I can see and give you marks accordingly? Okay, great. Alright guys, so as I can see, many of you are well dressed today and has been groomed. Am I visible to all of you and audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there is only one guy who is Krishna Prasad. I'm not visible to him, so maybe his Wi-Fi connection is not working properly. Alright guys, so many of you are very properly groomed today and you know, informal, and I really appreciate those people, and those who are not, please go and start taking it seriously and then groom yourself every day. Try to do it. You don't have to be, you know, up to the mark all the time. I know this is something very new for you guys, so slowly and steadily you will get used to it. Okay, but those who are in proper formal, Xavier, Shifana, Janvi, I can see only these three girls. So they are properly groomed and they are in their formals, and that's really nice. Sona, Celsia, they are looking nice today. So maintain the decorum of the class, okay, and sit like this every day. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So now grooming check is a daily thing which we're supposed to do every day. Today we have showed you the hijacking video. I was talking to the faculty that the new students, we will put you in a different class, and the old students we will put you in another class because it is getting difficult for both of you to cope up with. Veena, no, I cannot see you. So, okay, that's okay. Maybe there is some network issue today even because I can't see many of you and many of you can't hear me properly. No, Krishna, I can't see you as well. Alright, so so that the new students, I will give you the classes from the very beginning and it will be easy for you. And the old students, those who were there from my first section, we can go further and start doing things which we're supposed to do further. Okay, so I will talk to the there's a very disturbance here. Oh, now it's fine. So we will talk about this, we will discuss about this, and I will get back to you tomorrow on this thing that what needs to be done. Okay, but by the time new students, did you feel that this video which you have seen today is interesting and you find it a good thing to know about the hijacking things and all that? Was that useful, yes or no?
Yes, it was. Yes,
okay, so there are many topics, many of the new topics which you are not aware of. Maybe we will, when I will teach you the topic and then I will show you the relative video. But do you have any recommendation? Do you want to see something else which comes to your mind? Don't go to the particular topics like decompression or turbulence because it's a whole topic and we need to discuss it in a different class. Okay, but hijacking, which is very common topic, which we can do with all of you. So similarly, we have air trash, we can see those videos also. But if you guys want to see something particular, just let me know. If something is in your mind.
And while you're showing the videos, if you explain us about that, you can. That would be more better to understand.
I know, that's why I always discuss the topic first and then show you the video, and that will be more, understandable so that you can relate both the things. Okay, guys, all of you, I'm asking all of you, is there any topic which you guys want me to repeat? So that I can repeat that topic and it will be easy for them and for you. It will be a revision for you guys. I'm asking the old students. Can you tell me which topic, is there any topic which you guys want me to repeat, which you find a little bit difficult?
No.
Beverages. How we serve it, that one.
Beverages.
Planned and unplanned emergency.
What did you say, Veena?
Ma'am, planned and unplanned emergency. Yeah, that's nice.
Planned and unplanned emergency. What do you say, Janvi?
Night briefing.
Night briefing. Yeah, it comes in planned and unplanned emergency.
Yeah, ma'am.
Anyone else will vote today? Xavier, you want to say something?
Ma'am, evacuation.
So yeah, it comes in planned and unplanned. Okay, who else? Umra, what do you say? Sorry?
Nothing.
Okay. So which topic do you think we should discuss? Beverages or planned and unplanned emergency?
Planned and unplanned emergency.
Okay, so Rohit, I think you were not there when I discussed the beverages, right? Okay. So whenever we will do it with the new students, maybe not in this class. If we'll do it in this class, well and good. If we'll not do in the same class, if we'll do in another class, then I will ask you to join that class for 1 day or 2 days. Okay? Don't worry, your topic will be covered. Alright? Okay, so I guess everybody switch on the cameras and let me ask you questions regarding yesterday's session. Okay, Shafana, could you please tell me what is DGCA?
Yes, ma'am. It's Directory General Aviation.
No, could you please repeat that?
Ma'am, it is Directory General Civil Aviation.
It's Directorate General of Civil Aviation.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So what is the role of DGCA?
Hello, ma'am.
I said, what is the role of DGCA?
Hello? Hello, ma'am. Sorry, can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Just a minute, ma'am.
Okay, who will tell me? Okay, Shivana, please tell me what is the role of DGCA?
This DGCA is giving rules to all airlines or airports working in India.
Okay, that's all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is ICAO?
It's International Civil Aviation Organization.
Right. What is the role of ICAO?
ICAR is an international organization which gives rules to all airports working on all over world.
If ICAO gives the instruction to all the airports, then what is the role of AI?
AAI is Airport Authority of India. That's only look forward in airport working in India, airports in India.
What does it look for?
Hello, ma'am.
What does it look for?
AI gives rules for only aircrafts or airlines in India. That's only look forward for India.
Okay.
Not for any other countries.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Shivana. Who will tell me what is the role of ICAO and what is the role of DGCA? I need a proper explanation. Janvi?
Yes.
Would you like to try?
Yes, ma'am. DGC is the authority which makes all the decisions and SOP, and all the airlines report to the DGCA, and in suppose any of the person who is in DGCA, they come in plane and can test us without we are knowing that
Audit.
we are in the plane.
We call it audit. They take the audit of the cabin crew in that particular flight.
And if they found any mistake, they can remove company or can suspend us if we are doing something wrong.
Okay, what is ICAO?
It's the responsibility of the whole world, like in aviation.
I'm sorry?
Above DGCA, ICAO comes, and it's the responsibility of whole aviation, like of every country.
Okay, okay. What is AAI?
It's the Airport Authority of India, and it's care of the aviation airlines which is in India, as well as they see all the airports are working properly. Even every company like airplanes and all are working properly and all.
Okay.
They take care of everything related to aviation.
Okay. Sona, could you please tell me what is ACM? Sona, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
What is ACM? I'm sorry? You know or you don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, very good. Veena, would you like to explain me what is ACM?
Yes, ma'am. As additional crew member, there will be present in the cockpit too. So there will be in the third stage. Make sure the security and safety of the cockpit.
Okay, okay, great. So, guys, as students, this is the way you answer me. Okay, all the new students who just joined, I don't want such stupid answers from you. I want a proper answer when I'm asking you a question. I've explained you properly that what is DGCA, what is ICAO, what is AAI, what is ACM, and I have told you to remember all those terminologies. And when I ask you a question, I want a proper answer. I don't want anything, whatever you feel like you are talking about. So, do you see the way these students answer me? I want such answers from you also. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
I will not appreciate these stupid answers which you just gave me. So, will you guys prepare about the aviation management from the start, and we will take a test of the new students especially tomorrow. Just revise, ask me questions if you have any doubt at the beginning of the section, and then I will ask you questions. Is that clear?
What we have to ma'am of the application?
I have asked you, I have told you about DGCA, about ICAO, about the difference between a commercial and a cargo flights, what are the military flights, helicopters. I can ask you any questions from this.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, and the terminologies also. So terminologies are very important, and you should know the exact answer to that. If I ask you the full form of DGCA, you're supposed to give me the full form of DGCA, not anything or everything. Okay, ma'am. Alright, great. So as you don't have any questions, just go back, and you are at home, but just revise whatever I have asked you, whatever I have taught you 2 days back, and tomorrow will be a question answer round. Is that clear? And if you have any doubt, of course, you can ask me at the beginning of the session. The grouping check will be there, and maybe we will start planning and unplanned emergency. Is that clear? Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
And also, you guys are not really audible to me. Maybe there is something wrong with my Wi-Fi today. So I think we should call it off for today, and I will fix this, and we will work on this. And tomorrow, sharp 2 o'clock. I was there at 2 o'clock, but there was something wrong. They were not letting me in. So that's why 5-7 minutes extra.
Ma'am, I have
Okay.
one inquiry.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have told you that we are going to start the procedure this month. So it's going to start from Thursday, ma'am. So can I get a leave?
Yeah, sure, no problem. These sessions are recorded. They are recording these sessions. So whenever you are on off, just send a mail and write it on the group, because Rupia ma'am is there, I guess. So she can help you in getting the recordings of the session.
Ma'am, we get in the YouTube only. All the recordings.
Sorry?
We get in the YouTube only. All the
Okay, so do we have the recordings on YouTube?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So then there is no problem. Okay, where on YouTube? I really want to see the recordings. I have not seen the recordings. What is the name of the channel?
We have to type Aimfill on it.
Aimfill International.
On YouTube? Okay, let me see. We have to type Aimfill International.
Yes, ma'am.
Online.
We will see your picture in the video.
Okay, yeah, we do have the recordings. Okay, great. Fine. Oh yeah, so great. Then there's no problem if we, as you just said, you want it on only on Thursday, or I guess on 23rd or 24th you want?
Ma'am, Thursday to Monday.
Thursday to Monday. Durga Puja will be for 4-5 days. Oh, okay, nice.
It takes place in our house itself.
Okay. So, oh, that's nice. That's great. So yeah, that's fine. No problem. You can, as you know that these sessions are recorded, so you can go and check on it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay? Great. Any questions? Anyone wants to ask or tell me something? Well, this is very strange because in front of me is in pause mode, and I really don't know you guys are able to hear me or not, because I can't able to see you.
I can hear you.
Okay, great. So as it is very inconvenient for me right now because I can't see anybody and I'm just talking. So it's better to call it off for today and tomorrow I will see you at 2 o'clock. Alright? And just be prepared because tomorrow will be a question answer round. There will be a Q&A. Okay? Alright guys, thank you so much and good evening. Enjoy your evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright?
Thank you, ma'am.
Alright, thank you so much. Bye.